Hello, you are listening to Valérie from Be Well Vitality. I'm a wellness facilitator and fasting expert, but most of you know me as well as a hands-on therapist. I'm a massage therapist. So let me share with you a few hints on how to overcome pain and tension if you are currently working from home in a setting that definitely has not been assessed by an occupational therapist. So I bet you may currently have to use a dining table or your bench tops or any other setting that was not designed for long hours spent on a computer. Hopefully you are not working on your laptop sitting on your couch. So what you can improve currently first is your posture. So the first thing to look at is your chair. It's better to sit straight on a stool than on a bad chair because it will train your upper body to stay straight. So you will avoid compressing your lumbar because you can't slump. So first thing, check if there is any sitting device that can help you better. The second thing is if you tend to suffer from lower back tension, you may find some support to elevate your feet. So your thighs are 90 degrees from your chins, and you may roll as well a towel and put it between your chair and your lower back. If you are working on a laptop, be aware that laptops have never been designed to be ergonomically efficient. Either your screen is too low or your keyboard is too high. So my first advice is to order as soon as possible a cheap separate keyboard, and then you find some big thick book to elevate your computer and you separate the keyboard from the computer. If you can't order the keyboard, then elevate the computer for long periods of reading and bring it back when you are typing. So that's for your posture. The second thing to limit tension and pain is your routine. And the first thing and the most underrated is to move regularly. If you stay in the same sitting position all day, you will necessarily build up back, neck, or arm tension or pain. When you are in your office, you take naturally breaks from just for talking to your colleagues, going to the printer, get a coffee downstairs, and these breaks happen naturally. Working from home, it's now time to be more conscious of having this pause from the work and the computer, to get up, to walk around, or even to do some quick stretches at your desk. Because we all tend to be caught in the intellectual task. And as we focus on our task, we tend to narrow our attention and our body follows. So we are, constrained. So we need to get some space back. So the best way is to set an alarm to remind you to go for a walk around, to move, to open your chest again, as well as to have a drink. And that leads me to the second point regarding your routine is hydration. As you stay inside and you move less, you tend to ignore more the thirst signals your body is sending to you. And usually most people I see on the massage table are dehydrated. What happens is your fascia, this tissue that runs throughout your body to stabilize your posture and your organs, this fascia is composed of 70% of water. And even if you are mildly dehydrated, you lose this fascia flexibility. So you tend to build up more easily some what we call trigger points. And this is points in your body that may become painful over time and that will definitely reduce your range of movement. Third point regarding your routine is your breath. This work from home has a mental component. It puts a toll on everyone and everybody at the moment. So you may have noticed a few changes, feeling a little bit more anxious or depressed sometimes, or being a bit more reactive to events. So the most powerful and simple thing I know to build your resilience and to become more adapted to this new situation is your breathing. So your breath is the only conscious access you have to your autonomic nervous system, all this unconscious pattern that keeps you alive. So I invite you right now to pause, take a deep breath, connect to your breathing, taking long, slow inhalation Long, slow exhalation. Long, slow inhalation. Long, slow exhalation. And just experience over a few breaths how you get more grounded, calmer, and clearer. And if you want to go further into the healing power of the breath, I'm teaching the 365 method to improve your stress resilience. So in a nutshell, there are two major things you can look at to make work at home more comfortable for yourself. Your posture, by checking your sitting position and your computer setting, and your routine, by moving more regularly, staying hydrated, and deep breathing. Yours in Health and Wellness. You have been watching to Valerie, your wellness facilitator. Bye for now.